What's up, guys? Dr. Kyle Lovelace here. Hey guys, did you know that you actually have 2 organs in your body, actually 3, that you don't actually even need? Yeah, God messed up and he was like, hey, yeah, I think they should maybe have these in here. But then once we were born, the realization, by our medical community, of course, was like, those aren't necessarily important. We don't need those. Let's go ahead and take those out. Those 3 organs, no need for them whatsoever. Can anybody guess what those organs are? I'll give you a second to guess, but I'm gonna tell you, number 1, you don't need, and this is at an earlier age, a lot of times they'll take these out, but you don't need these right here, okay? So you don't need your tonsils, and you don't need your adenoids. No use whatsoever for them. Hopefully you can sense my sarcasm. Absolutely you need them. God didn't mess up, and you need all of your organs. One of the worst, one of the paradigms of the medical system is to take things out and give you drugs. Okay, so if we cut things out, you are going to be a lesser human being and you're going to have less function in your body. Every single organ in your system is essential. You can't cut an organ out and still be healthy. Okay, now you can live and you can survive and things like that, but you're not going to fully thrive without those organs. Tonsils and adenoids are a huge part of our immune response, very important for helping get lymph fluid throughout the body, helping filter out a lot of the things in the viruses and things like that in our body. Very essential part for white blood cells. You need your tonsils, you need your adenoids. The reason they say to take those out is because kids will get ear infections or sore throats, and they don't know how to take care of those, so they give you drugs, and those drugs don't work enough for a lot of people. And so then after tubes from ear infection, after enough antibiotic use, then tubes, then they say, oh, let's just take out the adenoids and the tonsils, and that'll be the answer. How about this? How about we figure out why you have ear infections? Or more importantly, how about we figure out if it actually is an ear infection? So many times with ear infections, we're told, or when kids come to me with an ear infection at least, they'll come into our clinic because chiropractic, actually if you research, is one of the best things to help kids with ear infections. But so many times they don't actually have an ear infection, they just have clogged up sinuses and it creates redness. So when the doctor looks in their ear, they see redness, oh, ear infection, here's an antibiotic. Most of the time it's not an infection. All we do is adjust the upper part of the neck, clears out the sinuses, releases the ear drains, pain goes away, they don't have an infection. If it is an infection, then we boost the immune response, we adjust, we give them certain things you can help in there as antivirals like colloidal silver, olive oil and garlic, things like that. They can actually act as natural antiviral and antibacterials because most of the time ear infections are viral, not bacterial anyways. And so instead of going down the antibiotics, instead of going to the tubes, instead of going to the take out my adenoids and my tonsils, the medical merry-go-round there, and set yourself up for more immune issues over your life, let's take a step back, let's shift our thinking and say, okay, ear infections, what's the cause? What's causing my child's ear infection? It's not your adenoids, I promise you that. Sore throat, why are they always getting sore throats? It's not your adenoids, it's not your tonsils, I promise you that. So find the answer. Go to a natural doctor, go to someone that's gonna look and critically think their way through what's happening in you or your child's body. And if somebody ever says you need to take this organ out, do everything in your power to change that advice, to go to someone else, get a 2nd, 3rd, 5th, 100th opinion, whatever you have to do to not take organs out. Now there's instances where maybe you have, your gallbladder is literally so inflamed it's not going to heal. I understand that, but its truth is you got to help keep organs in. They're a very essential part of your health. The second organ that you do not need is this right here, right there. It's your appendix. You don't need it. Take it out. Another silly medical term, our silly medical idea, is that you don't need your appendix, and the truth is that you absolutely need your appendix. You need every organ in your body, but they say that because they didn't know what it was for, and they figured, hey, why not, let's just get it out. And because it becomes inflamed in a lot of people, and then they have to have surgery and get it cut out. And so the truth is your appendix is actually a big part of lymphocyte carrying and building, and that is a big part of your immune response in the lower gut. It attaches to what's called the cecum in that area of your large intestines, which is a huge bacterial part of your digestive system. It's like the largest microbiome in your body sits right there. So lymphocytes are very important, and as for babies and forming bodies, it also helps them get an opportunity for white blood cells to be around different microbials so that it can create antibodies and strengthen the immune response. So it is an essential part of our health, and most doctors at this point will now recommend keeping your appendix as long as you can. And I mean, hey, if you had appendicitis and it got so inflamed or it burst, obviously there's a problem. We got to do something about that. But if we can keep it, let's keep it. And here's the other thing. If you had appendicitis or you had a burst appendix, that tells us that you most likely have a gut issue and a microbiome issue, and that we need to address what's actually causing the microbiome issue, because you're going to have more health issues down the road anyways. So keep all your organs. Those are essential. Those are three of the many common organs they take out. We could talk about gallbladder. We could talk about a lot of other things as well. But hey, guys, understand this, that organs are essential. You need them for your health. Do everything you can to keep them. That's how our body was made, and every little part is important, whether we understand why or not. All right? You guys have an awesome day, and we'll talk to you later.